G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, I just wanted to make a little tips video. As you guys know, I don't do tips videos very often, but I think this one is kind of important because, well, today is 42 degrees. Today meaning the day you're watching it. Today for me was 34 degrees, but basically 42 degrees is when fish tanks start cooking. So I'm going to show you a couple of hot tips on how to help with that. So with the koi pond, it's pretty simple. It's 5 foot deep, so the heat doesn't actually penetrate the bottom of the pond. So even in the middle of summer, it's actually cold on your little testes when you put your body in the water. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I just did. Can you guys tell that I'm tired? Can we just comment on how nice my koi pond is looking? Mrs. trimmed back the old elephant ear. Yes, believe it or not, that is actually trimmed back. She even cleaned the glass. What a lovely wife. She is actually the best. So let's go have a look inside. The fish tank inside won't overheat because I've got the aircon running, which is actually something we're going to talk about in a minute. But so step one, take the lids off. Now obviously there's fish that you can't run no lids, so you could get a bit of fly screen and put it over the top, but just taking the lids off can drop it a degree or two. And then also get a little fan, either a little desk fan or a pedestal fan on a chair stacked up. You can drop your water like 3 to 5 degrees with a fan blowing on the surface of the water. Another tip, air stones. If I add like a few air stones in here, that'll help bring the temperature down as well. This tank doesn't really need it. If anything, this tank needs the heaters on with how cool my house is at the moment. We need to figure out this Vallis situation. Definitely not where I want the Vallis to be growing. You guys know I'm actually moving this tank, so I've got a decision on make a decision on whether I want to rescape it. I don't mean rescape as in completely change it. I just mean rescape as in take all the plants out and then replant it. Main reason being, see this guppy grass, which is growing there, it's up there, it's there, it's back there, it's there, it's in that plant there. Guppy grass has invaded the tank. It's all back there. So I pretty much want to rip all the plants out and get rid of all the guppy grass. Vigorously clean every plant so there's no guppy grass on it. But I honestly don't like my chances of getting rid of it completely. It's actually like worse than snails. No, I shouldn't say that. But it's bad. There's no snails in that tank, thank God. Alright, so back to the subject. When your tank's overheating, another step you can do, turn on the aircon. Obviously, this isn't for everyone. Not everyone has aircon, but I reckon at least 60% of the people watching this channel have aircon. And so I set it to 24 on economy mode, and I turn the timer on, so this actually turns on at 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's when my solar's cranking. So and 11 o'clock is like before my house gets too hot. So basically I don't even think it's costing me any electricity because the power going back into the grid is only giving me 7 cents, and we might as well use up some of that power. So in my case, I don't have to worry about the heat with this fish tank. And also in the fish room, guys, I've got the reverse cycle aircon, which is just set to 29 all year round on automatic. So although this video doesn't apply to me, I'm just trying to help some of you guys out. It's definitely one of those times of year, guys, where you want to be checking your thermometers. Even more so than the middle of winter. Middle of winter, as long as you got the right size quality heater, you can generally set and forget. But in summer, I've definitely had my old fish room before the one I had now. I had huge overheating problems. It was actually, I'm not going to show you, but it was actually my spare room in this house. And basically, I could get away with one 40-degree day, but if it was 2 or 3 each day, the room would get hotter and it would hold the heat. And basically, I had a portable aircon in there at one stage, trying to cool it down. And also, I didn't have the big aircon in my lounge room that I just. I'm walking back there for no reason at all. You guys just saw it. Check out my face into that nice orange light. Pretty. So yeah, best case scenario, air conditioner. Second case scenario, is that next best case? Take the lids off. If you've got jumping fish, make sure you get fly screen, and just a fan over the water will make more difference than you actually realise. So I hope that helps a couple of years out. And don't forget, if the tank gets hot, you might think, oh yeah, the water gets to 32 degrees, my fish are going to die. But it's actually not the case. If you've got lots of air stones in there and there's a lot of oxygen, because when the tank gets hot, it's actually the lack of oxygen that kills the fish. So, except for like extreme temperatures, but like 30 to 32 degrees, if you could combine that with low oxygen, that's what kills the fish. So I've seen fish surviving in water up to 34 degrees with like 4 air stones cruising in the tank, like those big ball air stones in like a 6-foot tank, and that was Tanganyikans, which actually like a little bit cooler water. So I definitely think you can get away with it over summer. Don't panic. Don't go doing massive water changes to try to drop it quickly. Just add air. It's what my main thing here. So like if you decide the tap water's coming out at 26 degrees and you decide to do like a 70% water change to bring the temperature down, that's actually worse for the fish than just putting a fan and some air stones in the tank. And so people use like the frozen bottle method. It's just not very effective in my opinion. I've tried it before, and there used to be a guy on Facebook, Jake the Aqua Chemist, very, very long time ago. I doubt if anybody watching will actually know who I'm talking about, but he actually had done the math on like the sciencey side of things on like how much a 2-litre bottle would actually cool down like an 800-litre tank, and it was basically a waste of time. It was like 0.1 or 0.2 degrees per bottle. But anyway, it might work for you, but I found I had my 1500-litre tank back in the day, and I used to put like 6 or 7 frozen bottles in there, and it would only bring it down like 1 degree. I just decided that it was a shit idea. But anyway, guys, if there's anything you want tips on, just drop a comment below and we can do videos on stuff like that. Thanks for all your replies about the mobile phone usage. I think like the conclusion I came to is I just got to take it as it is. Every workplace is different. I definitely got a lot of different answers, and it seems just like there's no industry standard. It's workplace by workplace. I think also just because I'm doing so many hours at work and there's so much pressure on me besides the mobile phone use, I'm letting like little things get to me, and I should just appreciate the fact that I can use my phone at all. But anyway, that's all. I just wanted to say thank you for all the comments, and feedback is my favorite thing. Your comments are my favorite thing, and I read every single comment. I'm horrible at replying to them, but I'm trying to reply to them more via in my video these days. So just try and keep that in mind when I'm ending my videos, to try and reply to some of the comments. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. I'm sorry there hasn't been much building lately. Just two more weeks of out of control work, and then we'll be able to have some fun. I've got 2 weeks off work. We can build, we can create. You guys can ask me to build something, and we can do a little whatever. But anyway, peace out.